I will mention now some of the amthila of the suhbah of the Sahaba, of how the Sahaba were, how the companions were. Let's listen to some of the stories of how their companionship was. From them is the story when Umar bin Khattab radiallahu ta'ala an, when he traveled to Sham, and he had great love for his brother Abu Ubaidah. So when he traveled and arrived in Sham, he mentioned, Aina akhi, qalu, kulluna ikhwanak. He said, where is my brother? And they replied, all of us are your brother. And then he said, akhi Abu Ubaidah, my brother Abu Ubaidah. Qalu ya'tik al-an. He said, he will be coming now. And then it mentioned that he had a special love for Abu Ubaidah. And then afterwards, Umar bin Khattab, then he said to the people, Tamannu. He said, wish for something. What would you wish for? What would you desire? So they mentioned the wishes. And then Umar, to stress the love and the quwwah of his brotherhood with Abu Ubaidah, he said, Atamanni an li millu hadha al-bayt rijalan min amthal Abu Ubaidah radiallahu ta'ala an. He said that what I wish for, and he pointed to a house, that this house would be full of men for the likes of Abu Ubaidah. This is the type of love which the companions had for each other. And what was their love based upon? Their love was based upon that companion's nearness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, their example and their righteous deeds. And we have the example of Abu Darda. He mentions, Inna min ikhwani man ad'u lahum fi jawfi al-layl wa usammihim. He mentioned Abu Darda. He said, radiallahu ta'ala an, that there are individuals, meaning from the companions, that I make dua for them in the last third of the night. And I mention them by name. When you hear these type of athar and these narrations, then you can understand why they were so strong and why their brotherhood was so strong. Which one of us? And when we give the amthal, it's not tamthil, nahnu ma'a sahaba. When we say which one of us, we don't say that we are going to be like the companions, because we can never be like the companions. We will never reach what they have reached, but we can follow their examples. Getting up at the last third of the night is a tremendous action and a very high form of ibadah. And if an individual does that, then mashallah tabarak wa ta'ala, may Allah preserve him upon that. But that is a great action to do. But look at the iman and look at the strength of these companions. Not only to get up at that night is something extremely praiseworthy, but to get up at that time of night and to use that time where Allah will grant you your dua, will grant you your supplication based upon the hadith that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala yanzuru fi thuluth al-layl, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes down in the last third of the night to the lowest heavens, and then he says, is there anybody that wants something, then I will grant it to him. That time when the dua is mustajaba, if you get up at that time and you do not call for yourself, but you use that time to call for your brother, that is real brotherhood. That is real love for your brother. That's from one of the highest forms of love for your brother. That you get up for your brother at that time. You may know that your brother is going through a difficulty. He is being trialed, going through some form of calamity. And you use that time when the dua can be accepted, and you can call for yourself, but you use that time and that opportunity to make dua for your brother. La ilaha illallah. This was the likes of the companions, as Abu Darda said. And likewise the example of the Salaf, as we have the Athar Al-Imam Ahmad قال ابن الشافعي أبوك من الذين عدوا الله لهم في الليل. He said, Imam Ahmad said to the son of Imam Shafi'i that your father is one of the individuals that I make dua for in the last third of the night. And that is real ikhlas, because at that time no one knows you are doing that for your brother. Nobody knows that you're up at that time making supplication for your brother, and that is ikhlas, because nobody will know. This is, ikhwan, from the peak of brotherhood.